I'm Roger Grossman, filling in for Woody Zimmerman with Mark Skabowski of Remax Lakes. Hello there.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
We're laughing because
Yes.
the behind the scenes. I
Oh,
wish we
yes.
had video of that.
Well, you hear every week Mark talk about the videos that he posts to YouTube, and I'm the one who records the video while I'm recording the audio, which is not hard,
No.
but now I'm doing the video and the audio and hosting.
And chewing gum.
No, never chew gum. Never.
Are you walking
never
and
chew
chewing gum?
I can't do that. I put my gum in the trash
But
can, then walk.
Then go to
Golly sakes. How are you?
I am fantastic. Enjoying the summer. How about you?
Good. I'm excited to hear the latest update because the last couple of weeks, you and I have been talking about how things are starting to kind of level off a little bit. We're starting to revert back to the mean. And so now we have numbers maybe that will help prove that.
Yeah, I think the slowing started in June. And, well, maybe end of June, into July. So we have July numbers now.
Okay.
And the reason we take a little bit is because we're letting everyone get their months closed out and get the data posted. So this, for number crunchers, is a perfect show. You know, the once a month when we do statistics. So
Yes.
I'm in heaven right now.
I love it.
Being a number cruncher. So, you know, overall, I think the county is still doing really well. And not only do I think, but the numbers prove that. So the quantity of homes sold, now this is January through July, and we're comparing year over year. So same time period, 2020, same time versus 2021. The number of units sold is up 6% year over year. The more telling piece, which goes to affordability, to pricing, to all of that stuff, is the volume sold is up 24% year over year. That's outrageous.
Yeah.
Outrageous. We're definitely not used to that. Year over year to see 24% more sold in a given year. The average sales price up 17% year over year. Now this is the whole county. The median sales price, which again, as we've talked about, the median is really a better measure than average. But in this case, the median sales price is up 15%. So the median and the average are close. So we are definitely seeing price inflation year over year. So 2020, 2021, 15% increase in the median sale price, outrageous. Overall, inventory is down 11% year over year. Now this is the whole county, you know, but as everybody says, real estate is local.
Yeah.
So zip codes within our county, we're a pretty good sized county. If you compare Warsaw to Syracuse, which is what I've done, typically I use 46580 only because that is Warsaw proper. Essentially, Winona Lake is in there, Center Lake is in there, Pike Lake is in there, but it's not vacation lake homes, so to speak. Typically, I mean, not that people aren't buying vacation homes on Winona Lake, but primarily folks that live on Winona are year-round homeowners. So 46580, the up 10% in numbers sold year over year. Very similar to the county, right? County's up 6, 46580 is up 10%. The volume sold up 32% year over year. That's, again, phenomenal, outrageous. How in the world can we be up that high? I would expect the average sales price to be increasing. Well, it is, up 20% year over year. The median sales price in 46580 up 14% year over year. Now, this was an interesting statistic to me, again, as a number cruncher. 46580, the inventory was only down 3% year over year. Remember we talked about the county down 11%? 46580 only down 3%. I think that's probably why we're seeing the number of homes sold increase. There's more inventory available in 46580. 46582, so Warsaw, north side of Warsaw. Actually, it's north of US 30 is where 46582, the zip code, comes in. That does include some of the lakes. Got a little bit of Tippy in there. You have Chapman Lake. So all of those properties up that direction. So this will be a little bit inflated because of lake home prices, but the number of properties sold up 13% in 46582. Volume sold up 33% year over year in 46582. The average sales price was up 18%. Now the median sales price is up 25% in 46582, and you're shaking your head.
Well, I'm just trying to think, is that because there are more lake homes in that zip code?
I believe that these numbers are indicative of more lake homes selling than what we would have seen in the prior year. 2020, we all thought COVID was going to impact and, the market was going to go south. It definitely increased. The market, accelerated. But and lake homes started to take off last summer. I think we're seeing a continuation of that in 2021, at least in 46582. Now here's the shocker. I pulled just Syracuse, so the Syracuse zip code, and primarily we exclude Syracuse because it's got Wawasee in it in most of our data, because one or two huge sales can really impact the numbers. But the interesting piece is the number sold in the 46567 zip code is down 20%.
Wow.
Year over year. I would not have expected that. In fact, I had to check the numbers 3 times because how could this be? Well, the average sales price is up 33%. The median sales price is up 35%. And the inventory is down 25%. So why is the price up? No inventory, right? Supply, demand, as we talk about all the time. But the number sold, there's no inventory. So the price is high and there's not much inventory, even though I believe there's strong demand for lake properties still. So after the break, we'll dig in a little bit deeper into days on market and those kind of things. So we'll be back.
Okay, you're listening to Real Estate in Real Time. And we're back on Real Estate in Real Time with Mark Skubowski of Remax Lakes, and we're talking about the July numbers, which are really interesting.
Very, very interesting. Again, if you're a number cruncher, I guess if you're in the housing market at all, the national media is talking about a slowdown. I think we're going to see that when we review August numbers. That'll give us a little bit more information. The only way you have complete information is to have the whole year done, right? So we're in the prediction mode right now. What do we think is going to happen? Typically in August, we do start to slow down. In a normal year, we start to slow. Kids are going, back to school, fall sports take off, vacations are done.
Families are settled.
Families are settled and they're getting back into the routine of, we're back, everybody's back at school, kids have gone off to college, and we're living our lives, not the summer vacation thing. So, end of August will be, when we compare year over year, that will give us quite a bit more information, I think. Because again, I think the slowing started end of June, into July. We saw activity levels start to slow down. As an agent, we get leads from Realtor.com, from Zillow. People are contacting us. At least within our office, the number of leads that we're getting are slower. Now, is that due to no inventory? Is it due to people I'm making? Who knows? I'd be a multi-million bazillionaire if I knew the answer to that question. I don't. But it's expected that this time of year we should start to slow a little bit. So, and the numbers prove that out. But still, the market is very, very hot, very fast. Things are moving quickly. So in the entire county, the days on market, now this is from the time that the property had an accepted offer to where it went pending, is 29 days. 29 days for sold listings. That's outrageous. Woody and I have talked about for the last year hovering around 30. We go 32 days, 33 days. Well, Mark, if the market's slowing, why did the number go down? Why did it go to 29 days? Well, if you look at Warsaw market, the 46580 and 82, which is where a majority of the properties are in our county, it's the highest population centers, that volume actually increased with numbers sold. and they sold faster. That's ultimately what it comes down to. But the 4, 6, 5, 6, 7 market, the average days on market, again, now that's Syracuse, was 33 days on market. More in line with what we have been seeing. So the entire county is still very quickly under 30 days. The average sale price of homes that are sold in the entire county, and this has gone up dramatically from what we've seen in the past. The average sales price sold in Kosciuszko County in this time period, January 1st through the end of July, is $289,000. Now, again, you've got some lake homes in there that drive that up, but let's go to an average 3-bedroom home. I mean, that's the standard, classic residential property, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2-car garage. Average sales price is $246,000 for a 3-bedroom home. Now, I've been doing this a while, and I've been watching the stats for a while. And I don't know exactly what year, but probably 2009, 2010, the average sales price is in the 165 range. And here we are, 240. Wow. Warsaw proper, the one that takes the lakes out of there. The average sold price of a 3-bedroom home is $206,000. So what does all of this mean? Housing prices have definitely inflated. Long term, are wages going to increase to offset and to keep up with that housing inflation or the price inflation? Are we going to see more properties come on? Well, we have more and more people worried about, what am I going to do? If I sell my house, where am I going to go? I think over this last 1.5 year period, people are taking advantage of the market because prices are so high. And I think they're selling and perhaps going into a rental. I don't know. Perhaps they're retiring and moving out. I don't know that either. But until we see an increase in inventory and some kind of reduction in demand, prices are going to continue to increase. Even if we are slowing, even if it seems like we're slowing down, until we get some more supply, prices are going to inflate.
And that comes from building, right? I mean, primarily.
Yeah, primarily building, absolutely. Or people who have just been on hold decide they're going to move out of the area and put their house on the market. That's the way to get more inventory more quickly than building, because you've got a 4 to 5 month cycle for building. But it's a tough spot to be in for a buyer. It's still a good time to be selling. And I think that's, in looking at these numbers, if you review that, real estate is still a good investment. And it's still, if you're a buyer, it's a good way to build equity and long-term, net worth. Long-term.
The key there is long-term.
Long-term, not a short-term fix, absolutely.
Right. Do people still, in 10 seconds, do people still do the fixer-upper things?
If they could find one, they do. There's not many available right now. There's no bargains to be had.
Your contact information?
Sure, it's lakes-realtors.com, 574-834-1233.
Have a great weekend, everyone.